What's up, everybody? My name is Elliott, but you can call me the Motory Notary. And today I've got one of the most iconic muscle cars of the 1960s, a 1967 Pontiac GTO. And this one has one option that you absolutely could not advertise today. Let's get into it. Now, you might be asking yourself, Elliott, how do you have a 1967 Pontiac GTO? Well, that's because I borrowed it from my friends at Moxie Hot Rods here in Wichita, Kansas. They specialize in cool cars like this. They've got classics, supercars, muscle cars, literally anything cool. That's what Moxie Hot Rods has. And they've let me borrow this perfect 1967 GTO. So be sure to check them out. I've got a link in the description below. Huge thanks to Moxie Hot Rods. 1967 was the final year of the first gen of GTO, and Pontiac went all in on presence. So you've got a long hood, stacked headlights, even a hood scoop. This thing is all about style. And of course, it's not a small car either. This thing is long. I actually measured this car and it is 17 feet long. Not even joking. This thing is like longer than a Yukon XL or a Suburban. This thing is a big car, but that's okay because it's a muscle car, which means it's got big power. So let's look under the hood. Fun fact, on old cars, you didn't even have to go inside to pop the hood. It's all on the outside. And under the hood, you'll find a big 400 cubic inch V8. No matter what GTO you got, it had the same displacement. The only difference in power was the carburetor that you got. So you could have a 2-barrel or various forms of 4-barrel. Now this car has the 4-barrel carburetor, so it's making a little over 300 horsepower, which in 1967 was a massive amount of power. And trust me, it moves even something this big. This car has also been beautifully restored. Everything in here is perfect, and it's got the right upgrades like an aluminum radiator and an aftermarket air conditioner. Trust me, on a 100+ degrees summer Kansas day like this, that AC is much appreciated. But all of this is just cool muscle car stuff. What is it about this car that's so controversial? Now, inside the GTO, really great old car slam sound. You've got this beautiful white vinyl interior, wood trim on the dash, GTO badge on the passenger side. This thing is 60s iconic muscle car, but it's the option that this particular car has that will just blow your mind and would totally not be cool if we had it today. And ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the His and Hers shifter. Yes, this was an option on Pontiac GTOs and a lot of other muscle cars back then, but this car actually has it. And believe it or not, Pontiac actually sold it that way with a straight face back in '67. It's called the His and Hers shifter because it's got a traditional automatic on one side. So, you know, park, reverse, neutral, drive, that's the simple side for her. And then for the His side, you move the shifter over and down and you're on your manual side, so you can actually tell the car to shift when you want it to without the danger of accidentally popping it into reverse or neutral. That's for him. And trust me, you could not advertise a car like this today. And if you don't believe me, here's an actual advertisement from the day. See, real big, His and Hers shifter. And some of the text in here is absolutely hilarious. On the for her side, the usual peace of mind for automatic transmission plus an extra bit of admiration for her man who really wanted a 4-speed standard stick but bought this extra just for her. So they're advertising this as the lady will be extra kind that you bought an automatic for her because you wanted the stick shift, but for him, you get to manually shift your own gears because this was the era when every stoplight was a drag strip and, well, every guy wanted to row his own, especially in a car like this. The funniest part of this advertisement is eventually they sold a model with this little lockout like this one has that would actually lock with a key, and it even says a his only key. And the text on that is pretty hilarious too. This is to block out the manual shifting part for the automatic minded little lady. This is the kind of advertising that you absolutely could not do in 2026, but this is such a cool option to actually see. I'd only heard about these, but I've never actually seen one in person, let alone drive one. And speaking of that, let's get this Pontiac GTO out on the road and see how she shifts and I guess how he shifts. Let's do it. Okay, driving the 67 GTO out on the road in this absolute yacht. 17 feet of car in front of and behind me. I'm pretty much in the middle and it's just as long in the front as it is in the back. And it's something to keep in mind when you're driving this thing that you've got just as much car behind you as you do in front. It's a very unique driving experience from a dimensional aspect. Now right now, I've got the car in her mode, which is just regular automatic. It's still absolutely hilarious to me that that's even an option, that this is the girl mode. And like I said, like the advertisement was saying, they're like, oh, it's for when the little lady wants to go grocery shopping. Meanwhile, the other side is for Mr. who is constantly drag racing. The 60s were a wild time. Little acceleration in her mode. It's strong. Like I said, I don't want to push it too hard because it is an old car, but you know, it's also a 400 cubic inch V8 old car, and this was the sweet spot of the muscle car era. I gotta say, it's great. It's actually really quiet. And another thing is this thing drives so nicely. I've driven a few of these in my day with both cruise auctions and everything else I do. And this one drives really nicely. I mean, it tracks straight down the road. Doing what I just did there in a car from the 60s is not something you usually want to be able to do. But this car has been restored so well that it drives great. It drives really well. And of course, you've got this big, overly assisted 1960s power steering. It's just fantastic, especially because it's mixed with a paper-thin steering wheel, so I could actually make my fingernails touch my palms when gripping the steering wheel hard. It's all great 60s stuff in here. Now I'm going to take this turn here and put it into his driving mode. Okay, here we go. I am in his mode. Here's first, and slap it up. Second. Oh man, this is like drive modes before there were drive modes. And here we go. Third. I gotta admit, it makes driving an automatic more fun, especially for something back then. You know, we're so used to automated manuals now, or at least every car, even Corollas, have paddle shifters. But think about it, in the 60s, nothing did. So this would have been really revolutionary and truly a way for both him and her to enjoy the same car. As sexist and, well, anachronistic as it is of the past, this actually is a really cool and practical option so that both the little lady and the man can enjoy the same vehicle. I mean, it's pretty neat. It's something you definitely couldn't do today, but would have been a game changer in 1967. I mean, if you think about it, we really didn't see this kind of option again until the 90s. So Pontiac was pretty far ahead of their time. All right, one more time in his mode. Yeah. I mean, it's fun. See, it's driver involvement in an automatic. It's not something you could have gotten back then, but you could in the Pontiac GTO, and I think that's pretty neat. Now, let's get this car back to the studio. So that's the 1967 Pontiac GTO, a big, beautiful muscle car with a very anachronistic shifting option on the inside. Or I guess you could just say good old-fashioned 1960s sexism, whatever you want to say. Either way, it is a very cool car with a very special option, either way you look at it, and I'm so thankful to have been able to drive it today. Huge shout out to the folks at Moxie Hot Rods for letting me borrow the GTO. Be sure to check them out. Their inventory is amazing, and I will hopefully be doing a lot more cars from their inventory. Thank you guys for watching. I've got a lot of cool things coming up. If you're in the Wichita area, I'm actually hosting the first ever Cars and Tequila event over at It's Cali Tapas and Tequila. They've got over 800 different kinds of tequila, and they're gonna be running specials, and we're gonna be having cool cars out there. I'm bringing a car, and I will be there personally. It's going to be awesome. So if you're in the Wichita area, be sure to check that out. I've also still got that big video in the works. I promise I will keep you guys posted. Other than that, be sure to follow me at my normal social medias, where I will soon be at cruise auctions doing live commentary and doing a lot more videos with a lot of cool cars, much like this GTO. Lots of content coming up for you guys. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. I try to post lots of previews of cars like this and videos that I'm working on there. Follow me on Facebook. Join my Facebook group. It's a great place to share memes, and I'm almost always in there interacting in the comments. And other than that, I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching. I gotta turn this thing around, and I gotta admit, this thing's gonna take up the entire road sideways. Shocker, it didn't make it.